Project is an organization working on the highways of the future. We have a design for motorways that are more evolved from what you see today. We are proposing a design whereby electric vehicles and hybrids can pick up electricity as they move. And also, our road environment is designed to optimize driverless car technology. So moving on one of our high-tech highway lanes, your vehicle would be able to pick up a charge as it moves, and also it would operate driverlessly. We're looking at a couple of different specific technologies for the power delivery to a vehicle. We prefer, at the moment, direct contact methods, so almost like you would get in bumper cars or various children's toys that can operate by picking up, like Scalextric's, electricity as they move. We'd be looking at a direct contact. There are also other things like wireless, inductive charging. That is very hot at the moment. There are a lot of people doing a lot of research on it. A driver, a human driver, has to keep a certain minimum distance from the car in front. There's always only a certain number of vehicles you can fit on a highway at any time. Our system, the cars can be convoyed or driving very close together. Now that doesn't just have safety benefits, capacity benefits, etc., which it does have all those things, but in addition, it has the benefit of reducing drag coefficient. And we're doing studies now to see exactly how much we improve it. We would want a centralized system that communicates back to the cars. So if you're jumping in the vehicle doing a 300-mile journey, or if you're doing a long journey, and there's some kind of obstacle ahead, the vehicle can be automatically routed a slightly different way, and you might be 2 minutes later, but you didn't have to wait in traffic for it to get fixed, get around. You could drive on farm roads. For instance, in Scotland, it's full of all these lovely hedge-lined farm roads. You can drive your car on that, get onto one of these segregated electrified lanes. The driverless vehicle technology takes over, and as long as you're on that road, the computer is in control. But then once you exit, again, you can be in control of the car, you can operate it anywhere you like. What would the ideal road-based transport look like? You would want it to be zero emissions, you would want it to be convenient, usable, safe. Specifically, emissions are a really big deal at the moment all over the world. In the UK, here in the UK, I think it's about 20% of overall carbon emissions come from road-based transport, and worldwide the number is probably around 18%. And that basically comes from cars, lorries, trucks, etc., belching out fumes from their internal combustion engines. And that's a very stubborn category of carbon emissions. It's very hard to improve that because so many, car ownership is very stable in places like the US, it's growing elsewhere. We thought, how can we actually make a major dent in carbon emissions? And if you actually take electric vehicles and make them the most practical thing to use instead of kind of impractical or scary because they have range limitation, if you can enable EVs to be truly practical and a preferred choice for people who drive cars, then you can actually start eating into that 18–20%.
Vodafone One, el todo en uno de última generación.